Hey guys, we got a lot to talk about. Going to be looking at some astrology today. The USS Roosevelt is in transit all day as we are sending more troops, more ships, more submarines to the Middle East. Here we go. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I'm pretty sure my mic is on, but I'm not quite sure. So let me know if you're able to hear me okay. Yeah, and my mic is on. So today we are going to get into some astrology and we are going to be talking about some of the things I'm really concerned about, which is our ships, obviously our ground troops. I feel like that this is such an intense time period and I've written it all down, the past lives that I've been doing. I've got all kinds of notes and I've been looking at these notes today and I'm thinking, no wonder we are all feeling so much intensity. We got the protests going on across the nation today, the No Kings protest, and we shouldn't have a king. We shouldn't have queens. We shouldn't have princes. That's a long time ago, thousands of years ago. You know, we have a lot of comedy coming out that is pushing the line when it comes to Erica Kirk. We have all kinds of stuff, all kinds of information that is very intense. There's a lot of emotional reactions that is taking place. And it's only going to get worse, especially when it comes to Pete Hegseth. The war is just only going to intensify, guys. Our markets are going to suffer. We are going to suffer. Our men and women who are basically kids are going to suffer. And it's such a sad state that America is finding itself in, being a bully, basically a bully. And we can rationalize why we should be in Iran. We can rationalize it all day long. But I just don't think that it's worth the lives that we could be losing. The other thing is that with all the commotion, I don't know that people really realize that Artemis 2 is about to go up, to circle around the moon, to look at the dark side of the moon, the far side. Then we got these meteors that are coming in, and people are saying they're not meteors. There's a lot of shady shit going down. And it's because we have so much Piscean energy. It's really hard to see what is clear and what isn't because it's so foggy. All the Piscean energy is foggy. And, that's the way it is. That's the way it expresses itself. But today, the USS Roosevelt is in transit all day today. We got a new submarine that's just been commissioned. So I really want to talk about it. I want to show you the astrology and welcome in everybody. You guys be sure and hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Hi, Dinah. 2 p.m. Animal Mother. Thank you so much for being here, guys. We're going to get this party started. Okay. I want to show you this because if you're not subscribed yet, I want you to subscribe to this because this is, I'm not feeling good about this day at all. And hopefully they won't go up. Hopefully it won't. And if it does go up, it's not going to be a problem because after it goes up within the next, I would say within a few days, it just seems like that this mission could be really bad because I've looked at the day, I've looked at the astronauts that are going up. I looked at all of that this morning, going back and forth, you know how I do. And it just doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good. Their connections are not good. It's kind of like these ships, the connections that people are making are not good. It's not good energy, you have oppositions. It's hard. As an astrologer, I know the oppositions that I may have with someone, and I'm still going to challenge myself with those oppositions. But most time, 9 times out of 10, okay, 9 times out of 10, when I have these oppositions, they come into fruition very clearly, very clearly. And once those oppositions come to you, it's then that you decide your boundaries. That's when you decide the boundaries. But in a time of war, you can't just go, oh, oopsies, because these kids, because they are kids, most of these kids that we are sending into harm's way, they can't just go, oopsies, it's a bad connection. Let me go back home. They can't do that. And it's a problem. It's a problem. Hey, Jill. Hey, Cinderella. Y'all, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Always love seeing you on this beautiful Saturday. So, the Kennedy Space Center, this is where Artemis 2 is going to launch 4 astronauts. And again, it's not looking good. Not looking good at all, especially in a wartime. Why would we be going to the moon? Why are we going to do something? You think, well, it's because, during wartime, the ISS, all of that is basically off limits. Well, I mean, if we are in such a dire state of security, it just seems to me like this is a bad move. But, I digress. I digress. Whatever. 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 This is from News Nation, and it's talking about the Marines that are going to be deployed. Here we go.
But we begin with international correspondent Robert Sherman live for us there in Tel Aviv. And Robert, tell us more. 3,500 Marines and sailors now arriving in the Middle East. What's the latest?
Yeah, that's the announcement here today from Central Command, Anna. But it's not just the number of troops that are arriving here or the addition of hardware here in the region. It's the capability that those troops in particular bring. Amphibious assault capabilities. You have a Marine Expeditionary Unit as a part of this group here that just arrived with the USS Tripoli. That means that if the United States were ever to make a call in order to put boots on the ground or carry out raids on any of the islands around Iran or carry out an amphibious assault, these are the kind of troops that you would want on hand. It doesn't mean that it's coming to that, but the White House has emphasized they want to have all options on the table. Meanwhile, the dynamic here in the Middle East, a very dangerous one for our U.S. service members. In Saudi Arabia, at least 15 of them were injured in attacks overnight, missiles and drones coming from Iran. In total, Central Command says over 300 have been injured since the beginning of Operation Epic Fury, though many of them minor injuries, with the far majority already returning to active service. But Iran's retaliations have gone around the region. Here in Israel, we saw strikes overnight with missiles making impact here in central Israel. At least one person was killed, 4 injured here in particular. But it's not just here. You have also seen 6 people injured in Abu Dhabi, 1 person injured in Oman. Air defense is activated in the UAE.
Oh, I know, Jill. I mean, I can't even get a clear number of how many troops we have sent. Because look, when we went to Iraq, I was told over and over and over again from our troops that were there that came back with no limbs. I was told over and over again by different ones that didn't even know each other. We were there before you were told that we were there. And I'm like, that doesn't surprise me a bit. Doesn't surprise me a bit. I've heard from 2,000 to 10,000. And then this one is saying 45,000. So which one is it? Which one is it? 45,000 Marines? 45,000? Where are they coming from? What is the real deal here? The American people are not being we have no transparency whatsoever. And it's not that we should, it's because we're there, it's not like we should, just announce the day and time that we're going and exactly where we're gonna be. I mean, I get that. I mean, that's common sense. But at the same time, it's like, okay, all right. So how many and where they are coming from. And then we've got this one
We
that is
are the
saying, hold
Tennessee
on.
Volunteers.
We've got this one that is saying that a US Marine was captured. US Marines captured in failed operation. And this is on 3/28/2026. So what is real? What isn't? And that's what we have to deal with all of this Piscean energy. We've just got to deal with it, get over it, and just hope and pray that, things will work itself out. Because we know that everything that comes to us is coming to us for a reason. And we just have to have faith in fate, because this is all fated. It just is. It just is. And I'm really curious to see because I uploaded, let me show you this. I uploaded this video this morning and it took me forever to upload it. It was only, like maybe a 3 minute video, and it took me absolutely forever to upload it. But this is this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm sensing. This is what I'm seeing. Hold on, let me show it to you. Here we go. This is my video, so I'm gonna make it go bigger. But if you haven't watched it, go over there, hit the thumbs up at least when we're done with this live or while we're during this live. But this is what I'm seeing. And I'm going to show you this in the transits. I've already showed it to you. I've got video after video that's talking about this time period, but I'm going to show it to you again because I told you that I would definitely remind you. And I don't mind reminding you. Here we go. Here we go, guys. This is the time period I've been talking about for the last few months. During this next 48 hours, we are going to see a lot pick up. This energy began last night and is going to go through next week with the full moon in Libra and Easter. Let me go ahead and skip through that. Back in November, this is when we were talking about this energy coming. We did. We were talking about it in November. We were talking about the sea, the ships, a possible war that we're now in. That's what we were talking about back in November. Because I started to be concerned about the ships in the sea and the war with Iran. And right now, there is some intense energy that is not going to just go away. It's only going to intensify. Over the next 48 hours, we're going to see this. And we can already feel it. This is intense reactive energy and it's building fast. We are looking at excessive behavior rising, egotistical, erratic, stubborn responses, but also a strong push to fight against injustice. There is certainly a lot of pressure here. Eris in Aries is the goddess of war, and she is activated with Pete Hexeth. And at the same time, Venus in Aries is hitting a critical degree before she moves into Taurus. She's squaring Pluto in Aquarius all the way through April 8th. That's emotional intensity meeting power. And this is when everything is going to escalate with the war, with all the warring that we are seeing in the outer world. And it's not going to stop there. Jupiter in Cancer is squaring the ascendant, while the sun in Aries is also squaring Jupiter. So this energy doesn't just release next week. It's only going to build, and it's not soft energy, it's confrontational. And a lot of emotional intensity is coming to a peak. This intense energy is also very reactive. And so watch your responses, watch other people's responses, because right now, emotion is leading everything. And that's really not what we want to see in a war. The best war leaders are not emotional, they are emotionally intelligent, maintaining calm resilience. That's what we want to see. We want to see them being able to, and that's not what we're going to see. Okay. I'm just going to stop it right there because that's not what we're going to see. Okay. We're not going to see that with Pete. Over the next 2 days, we are going to see a lot of reactivity that is going to be a lot of emotion with him. And I don't know why. I'm not, I don't have a crystal ball. That's a moon. That's not a crystal ball. I don't, I don't have the psychic awareness to say, oh, this is what's happening. I'm not remote viewing or nothing like that. I'm an astrologer. Okay. I'm just an astrologer, but I'm reading the energy and I'm connecting. I'm connecting. Okay. And these connections that are coming isn't just to Pete, it's coming to Washington, D.C. too. Coming to Washington. It begins tonight. Like it actually began last night, but tonight is when the energy is really going to be cray cray. And then it's going to go into, well, into April. It's not going to stop. It's just not going to stop. And I keep looking for a break. We'll have some breaks here and there with the stock market, and it's all with the verbiage and the put on. It's just all a bunch of BS, really. But I want to show you what I'm talking about with the astrology. And if you don't understand what it is that I'm doing or I'm saying, or just stop me, ask me for clarity, because what I'm doing is just going to be playing the numbers game. I'm going to be connecting the dots. I'm going to be connecting the degrees and the charts, and then we're going to peel it away. We're going to peel that. We're going to try to find some clarity here. But all day, all night, we've got a ship that I'm watching, and that is the USS Roosevelt. The USS Roosevelt has a lot of wisdom today, a lot of wisdom, but the wisdom is about the sea. But I'm watching it because it's going to be setting a stage for a lot of intensity. April 8th, April 9th, we're still going to see a lot of craziness. The 14th, the 15th. I saw last night around 11:30 p.m. It was very intense for the United States with this war last night at 11:30. That was a big day, big day. I mean, a big time. So let's get into it. Let's see what Army vet. The situation is a high stakes game of chicken. Yeah. Paratroopers are amassing. The White House is currently using their presence as a loaded gun on the table during negotiations. Yes. And you should know. You should know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully my little pen will work. I say that every time I know, but I always do hope it's going to work. I do also want to show you this. Well, I'll go ahead and share my entire screen because I also want to show you this right here. This right here. Where is it? So the USS Massachusetts. It was just commissioned this morning. This morning. We got a new submarine that is just being commissioned this morning. And it is to be going pretty swiftly, I hear, going to the Middle East. The USS Massachusetts submarine, nuclear powered attack submarine, just commissioned this morning, designed to seek and destroy enemy submarines and surface ships. When it joins the fleet, Massachusetts will bring significant warfighting capability to the fleet, underscoring the nation's asymmetrical advantage at the sea. So yeah, just got one more. Just got one more. And we know that, like I said, it was It was commissioned at 10 a.m. Remember when I tell you that these commissions are usually around 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., not 10:01, not 10:15, not 10:30, not 11:01 or 11. They are usually commissioned around the same time, whether it be 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. And that's exactly what happened. It was commissioned this morning. And there it is to the right. You see it right there. So we have a new one. We have a new one. And it's coming at the time where there's a lot of emotion with Pete Hedgeseth. And we're about to look at that. Let's just go ahead and pull his ass up. Let's just pull him up. Let's pull him up with the transits right now. Let me go ahead and put in the transits right now. The clock, as you can see, I can already tell that we are looking at NASA. We're looking at NASA. One of our astronauts with NASA. She must be talking to him right now. Let's look. Hold on. Let's look at Mr. Hedgeseth. Petey. The Petester. Mr. Emotions. And this is why I'm saying that he is leading with a lot of emotion, because this information that he is receiving all day today with the war, all day today with the war, is with the axis, okay? It's with the axis of Aries. The 2505 is connecting all day with this information that is hidden about death, about things that are hidden with an investigation, and a possible structure, something that is showing up here as well with a value, with things that he owns, things that he possesses, or things that the government would own, the things that they would possess. And this could be a Marine. Okay, this could be Marines, plural. So what we're going to see is this all day, all this information that is coming in is then going to create a lot of intensity with him, because within 2 days, that 2505 is going to go to a 2506 and then to 2507. And there's going to be a lot of emotion with this war, because Cancer is emotion, lots of it. And so I'm really concerned about his emotional intelligence. He doesn't appear to have emotional intelligence. And we know that the dark moon is at a 1059, coming to an 11 degree. And as soon as it comes to this 1145 and then the 1147, it's coming to his ascendant. A lot of disordered aggression when it comes to international flight, our planes. This is fire. This is fire energy in the sky. It's going quickly. This is missiles going quickly. Okay. So that's why I'm saying that until we get away from this ascendant with Pete, we are not going to see the war subside. We are not going to see, and even when it does, it's going to hit that 1145, then 1146, then 1147, and it's going to be right here on his life path with a lot of disordered aggression about the war, international war, international law. And it's not, it's just, if this is very intense energy that we are seeing. So right now we have Saturn out of 509. We have Neptune out of 205. And what we see here with this conjunction, which astrologers were calling it well before it ever came, we were saying that this conjunction was going to be big, lots of warring, a lot of war. And Neptune rules the sea. She rules the sea. She rules religion. She rules the Piscean age that we are moving from. All of that confusion that is surrounding people's belief system will be shattered. This is a time of revealing, but there's not going to be a lot of revealing, okay? While all this Piscean energy is showing up and showing out with the fate. We've got, we've got this stellium that is setting a stage, that is about to be setting a stage. Of course, she's moving away, but still, it's a lot of warring. And then, like I said, when we get to the chart, we get to that lowest point with Iran. This is going to be big energy. And I hope that you guys have written it down because it's coming. It's a coming. And I want you to test me with it. I want to test myself with it for real. So Mars is going to come. He's at a 2039. It's coming right here, this 2206. 2206 going to be at the lowest point. But then it's also going to hit Israel. So we're going to see a lot of energy that's going to take down probably some of their it'll have to do with the Iron Dome. I don't know what's happening, but it's about to get serious for Israel and Iran. And of course their neighboring states as well. Once that happens, then Palace is going to come and shake things up too. So it's going to be a boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. As soon as all of this intensity goes over, heat, their Mars is going to be activated. And this is where we are going to probably see a lot more action in the sea, because this is all about the Strait of Hormuz. All of that is. All of it. Let's go back to the ship this morning because I want to show you this. I think that this is very interesting that the USS, let me put Massachusetts on the left, USS Massachusetts submarine on the right. Check this out. So I want you to see that their second house, Massachusetts second house, is in Sagittarius. And then their eighth house is ruled by Gemini. It's at a 1531. Well, that's exactly where the values are here. With Kronos, it's time. There's a timing here. And early this morning, Jupiter was expanding the timing. And that's exactly what we're seeing. We are seeing that this connection with Massachusetts, there is a devouring energy with the second house. What is the second house? It's something of possession, something that they own. It's what Boston, Massachusetts owns. It's not what they own, but this is where, it's in their harbor. There's a possession here. You see that they have a 2509 as well. This, guys, all these 25 degrees are being activated by Eris with war. All war. Just because it's not in the same sign doesn't mean that it's not going to be activating, because it does. I see it every day. Yesterday, the goddess of war was right here, sitting here, warring with the health of this submarine. That was yesterday. Because she was at a 2504 yesterday, right here with Massachusetts, with their everyday. We look at the United States of America, look at their chart. Look at that. Let's look at that. Because the United States and this submarine are fated. They're holding a fate. The submarine is fated with the United States. So the submarine is on the left, United States chart's on the right. And we can see that their lunar nodes of fate are a 735. The North Node in United States chart in the 8th house of Cancer, all that in Leo. The South Node is here in the 2nd house with Aquarius at a 735. Well, when this submarine was commissioned, the 10th house, their public image is fated with the United States. So we want to watch, keep an eye on it, don't not forget it, because this was a big day for this submarine and the United States, because there's a fate that was taking place. It's a fate. We've been here before. It's a lot of attention. Lots and lots of attention. The 2026 was coming into that 2027, a conscious raising experience with the United States. It's a lot. It's a lot happening. And there's nothing that we can do except, just hope for the best. Hope for the best. Right? Let's look at the USS Roosevelt, because that's what is in transit today all day. Oh, I've already got them pulled up. Never mind. So the USS Roosevelt and the transits right now. Let me show you what they are, why I keep talking about it today. Let's see, let me look at it one more time. They were getting opposition today. You look at it one more time, the 1705 coming into the 1703. Okay, well, we're not there yet. I don't know why I've got this. Oh, yeah, I do. I know why. I know why, because earlier, just a couple of hours ago, the dark moon was sitting on their Pluto. The dark moon, a lot of disordered aggression when it comes to flight, to airborne. So I haven't seen anything in the news just yet. But as you can see, there's a justice that comes with it at 1103. And so the dark moon is coming there. It's already left their Pluto. And then the dark moon is going to bring a justice. What's that going to look like? Well, I don't know. I have no idea. I know that Chiron is at a 2531, and Chiron is coming and going to activate the flame of life here at a 2533. So it does have me on edge, hoping that something is not going to happen. But at the same time, I know that the physician Apollo at a 719 is opposing their moon. The moon. Apollo is actually sitting, the physician is actually sitting here in the 11th house of groups with the government, and the things are hidden. What is hidden? We don't know. Is this, it's wartime. Sure, a lot of things are hidden. But what is being hidden from us? I don't know. I don't know. Because I didn't see anything about it in the news yet. But we have a physician that is opposing the moon. There's no physician. Do you understand so far? Do you understand so far? Saturn is at a 509, so Saturn is sitting here in the 4th house. This is aboard the ship. Okay. So Saturn is opposing their magnetism, the health of the public image of the USS Roosevelt. So yes, I'm very concerned about this ship today. Very concerned about it. And I can't just not, talk about it. USS Roosevelt is where exactly? Preparing for an upcoming deployment. Okay. Let me make sure that this is the one. No, that's not the one. Hold on. Or maybe it is. Hold on. Commissioned. Hold on. October 25th, 1986. No. October 14th. There it is. There it is. Okay, let me make sure that it's in the sea. Because some of these, don't know. Let me make sure. Hold on. Where is it? It's in Spain? No carriers in the Red Sea. That was in January. That was in January. Okay, hold on. Where in the hell is it? Do you guys know? Where's it at? It's ship based at Naval, Spain. The vessel operates frequently. Recently reported in the Eastern Mediterranean and Arabian Gulf. Oh my gosh. So we don't even know really where it's at. Hold on. Currently operating in the Middle East as a part of the U.S. Fifth Fleet, supporting maritime security in the Arabian Gulf and Arabian Sea. It has been actively navigating in the region throughout early 2026. The vessel is tasked with ensuring maritime security and stability in the U.S. Central Command area of responsibility. I wonder if I've got that. I wonder if I've got CENTCOM. The destroyer is a separate vessel from the aircraft carrier USS Theodore Roosevelt. My God. Which one is it? So we got two. Okay, we got two. Okay, DDG 80. Okay. Huh. Let me see if I got CENTCOM. U.S. Central Command. Okay, I don't guess I do. Okay. I'll have to look for that another time. Okay, so I'm thinking that this one is deployed. Theodore Roosevelt, USS Roosevelt. Let me see. Sailors conduct, this was 2 months ago. Okay, so there's an opposition with them today, all day, with the moon. Lord. Okay, this is, let's see. Here we go. It's February 12th. No, so nothing else. No, we're not finding it there. Let me see. Make sure that this is the one. Commissioned October 14th. That's us. Okay. That's it. So there's 2 of them. So we've got a Theodore Roosevelt, and then we've got just a Roosevelt. Okay. So the Arabian Gulf. So it's in the Arabian Gulf, and it's being opposed today. I wonder if it's seen. Because the moon there. Combat. I'm just scanning through it, guys. Sorry. It's got extensive experience in conflict-related operations, including supporting Operation Enduring Freedom, Iraqi Freedom, and conducting maritime security operations in the American Gulf and Horn of Africa, Mediterranean Sea, Black Sea, Arabian Gulf. Vessel stationed in Spain. Routinely operates in the U.S. 6th and 5th Fleet. Okay. So let me look at, okay, so what about the USS, what was it? Tripoli. Where is that at? Let's see, because we're going to look at that one too. So I just want to make sure. In the Middle East, the ship was redirected from the South China Sea to the Middle East to support regional security, having previously been based in Japan. Okay. Okay, so the U.S. Central Command. January 1st, 1983. January 1st, 1983. And let's see. So as a part of the defense. Okay, so the Department of War. Arlington, Virginia. This is Department of War. Okay. Yeah, I wish you would. Arlington. Okay, let's do 12 a.m. That way we can just see. Okay. Hell to the yeah. All right. Let's look at the transits with it. Yeah, 2 dinos. Love it. Okay, so we've got the command center. That's a 1542, so we can at least look at the non-movers here, see if there's anything. And it will be. I'll definitely be testing this out and see if I can get anything. It could be like a 2918. It could be a 12 p.m. But I'm gonna be looking at it. Okay. All right. So we've got to look at the Tripoli too. So we know that the USS Roosevelt is in transit all day today with an opposition to their moon. The reflection of the way that they create. So we need to look at the Tripoli. This one was commissioned at 11 a.m. in Mississippi. Let's see. So they've already been shaken up. This one is definitely going to be, this one will definitely be, golly. I mean, Saturn is, this Aries energy is just not going to work out, especially having a Chiron here in the 7th house. And we can see that, oh, look at that, Palace is about to come and shake some things up. Look at that. And they're not going to see it. They're not going to see it. Palace is about to come and shake things up, and they're not going to see it. And it's having to do with their health. So let's check that out in the news. Tripoli. This was 3 hours ago. U.S. sailors, Marines deployed amid Iran war. Reach CENTCOM region. Oh, God. Bringing 3,500 sailors. So this ship has just brought a bunch of sailors to the region. And what I'm seeing is a shakeup, a huge shakeup with the health of the ship. And then Mars is coming. So we're going to watch this. We're going to see if that, if this has not even happened yet. So according to the transits, right? According to the transits, this has not even happened yet. Hold on, I'm looking a little bit more. This is, And then we've got the other ship that's having an opposition. We've got the, which one was it? This one. It's going to be this one. The mixture. And I gotta pull it up again. Here we go. This one is also, I think that this one is also in transit today too. Because I've got this one written down. So let's look at it. So we've got three that we're watching today. We got 3 that we're watching. So the Tripoli, the Roosevelt, and then this one, the mixture. And the reason why is because Uranus at a 2837 is making its way to a full-on opposition with the 9th house, which is definitely international. And there's going to be groups. There's a group here in the 3rd house, and it's going to be opposing Pluto with communications. And here's the thing. We really don't, we're starting to see that there's a lot of, hacking going on. We're starting to see the hacking, or that's what we were being told anyway. And there's already been a lot of intensity, expansion, if you will. That expansion with Jupiter right here at the 1535 has already made contact and activated their vertex with relationships and health. The moon is going to come here. The moon is going to come here. Okay. Yeah. And they have a 505 in their chart. So there's just been information. They've just received information that has slowed them down with relationships. So we got these three. We got these three that we really got to watch. Let's look at any other ones. Hold on. Which ones are which ship and submarine? So do we have any? One's warrior. Good to see you, hon. Okay, so the Tripoli is active. Okay, so this is it. This is the one, okay? This is the one that we need to be watching closely because this one is an assault ship and it is operating in the region. USS Georgia. And the USS Port Royal, USS Philippine Sea. So I don't think that I have the Port Royal or the Philippine Sea pulled up yet, but I do have the USS Georgia. I do have that one. And it's going to be these. Well, shit. I said I did. There it is. There it is. Okay. So we've got these. They're in the sea. So Tripoli is definitely one that we're going to be watching over the next couple of days. Big. That's big. That opposition with Uranus and Pluto is big. And we just can't, we can't not talk about it, right? Yeah, so we're going to see a major opposition with this one. It's coming. It's coming. I mean, Pallas, and I've already showed you guys this Pallas and Mars, they're conjunct, side by side, just hanging out in conversation, shaking things up with vessels in the sea. It's going to come and impose. It's going to be here. It's going to shake things up. And then it's going to oppose the fifth house. And there's already a lot of attention on it. That 355, it's a lot of attention, lots and lots of attention on the groups and the group's health, the groups and the health. And then the weight, we're going to see a weight. We're going to see Hades come to a 1357 and weighing down a past relationship. So that's definitely going to come. And eventually, Uranus is going to come and shake things up with their ascendant. Not good. This is why I'm concerned about these ships, guys. There's definitely a reason for it. It just doesn't, they've got a lot of challenges, and we all do. We all have challenges in life. How we pull from those challenges. I'm not saying that these ships are just doomed, but these ships are not they're in harm's way, right? They're in harm's way, and so we have to think about that. We have to think about that. And the dark moon is definitely going to come here. So the dark moon is going to be coming here where they've been before with relationships, and that's if they make it to that dark moon. They've been here before, and this is a sub. This is submarine. Interesting. Mm-mm. 734, coming down into the sevens. And we've got, what is the other one? USS Port. Let me make sure I don't have that. There are so many. I mean, there's so many. It's not even funny. We're extending a lot, right? Let's see, USS Port Royal was commissioned when? Exactly. And what time? Savannah, Georgia, doesn't say a time. July 9th, 1994. July 9th, 1994. Doesn't say a time. Dang it. I'm just gonna, I guess 11 a.m. It could be 10 though. Oh, it was decommissioned. Hold on. Hold on. CG 73. July 9th, 1994. And it says it's decommissioned. So how, if it's decommissioned, then how can it be anywhere? How can it be anywhere? My gosh. Let's find out the Red Sea. Is there any in the Red Sea? Well, we know that the Gerald R. Ford, we called that one in the very beginning, and it's gone. I mean, it had a big ass fire. Remember that? We called that a long time ago, the very beginning. It wasn't going to do good, and it didn't. And it didn't. Remember that, y'all? Yeah, I do. I do. How many soldiers has U.S. sent to fight in Iran? 50,000 troops. So 50,000 are already in the Middle East, and thousands more, including elite 82nd Airborne paratroopers and Marine Expeditionary units, deploying to the region following escalation. So we already have 50,000. The U.S. would need 1 million troops to control Iran, not a few thousand. 1 million. We would need 1 million. How many soldiers went to Vietnam? 2.7 million. Holy shit. Holy shit, guys. So, is that what it's going to be like? We're going to have 2 million before it's all over with? 2, 3 million going in? What in the hell's going on here? It's not good. Not good. I'm going to open up the panel if anybody wants a reading. If anybody wants a reading, I just ask that you just jump on the panel. You don't have to show your face or anything like that. If you want an astrology reading, we're just going to have to know your birth time. Have to know your birth time. If you want an oracle card, whatever it is, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to open up the panel as I'm reading other things because, yeah, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, we wish you were here, Jill. Wish you were here, honey. Although we've been sickly, it's been rough, girl. Rough trying to get back to, some type of normalcy around here. But the next 48 hours, this is when I'm seeing that there's going to be a lot pick up. The different states. And not only that, guys, when we get into, as we get closer to Israel, to Israel, as we get closer to Easter, this is, think about it. They want this to be a religious war. They want us to be emotionally for what they're doing. And if they can make us emotionally invested for their cause, that's what they want. And so I'm really concerned about that as well as we move forward into the days leading up to Easter. Because that would really send people over the emotional reactive edge. Those who aren't on board, or those who can't quite see through the BS. But yeah, if you guys want a quick birth chart reading or something like that, just let me know. I'm going to keep on moving on, looking at this astrology. I've been on for about an hour, so I won't be on too much longer. But yeah, trying to deceive for sure. For sure. For sure. And with this, all this energy that is upon us, let me just show you that as well. Let me show you that as well. Are y'all having any issues with the mic with my mic? Let me see if I can hold on just a second. Are y'all having any issues hearing me? Does it sound fuzzy? Check my mic. Let me stop my mic and then bring it back in. Maybe. Hey, Mama Bear. It's clear now? It does sound better? Maybe it's because I had my, maybe it's because I had my, uh, thingy plugged in. There was a fan running on my computer. That's what you heard then. Okay. All right. Well, dang it. I'm glad that it sounds better now, guys. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to good morning from Australia. Thank you for coming in, Grace. Good to see you. Good morning. Hello, lovable Mama Bear. Good to see you too. Michelle, good to see you, babe. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. I'm back from Kansas. Glad you're back, honey. Glad you're back. All right, so I'm going to show you guys now. Let me turn me off. Yeah, sorry guys. It must have been my fan. So what I want to show you right now is the transits going on right now. Let me make it a little bit more simple for you, and then I'll add in the other ones. Okay. I'm going to add in the other ones. Well, shit. So right now, as you can see, just with this energy right here, we have Venus that is squaring up with Juno. Okay. So this is about a relationship. The values with the relationship, with relationships, period, are impactful. Okay. So that's what it's showing. That Venus right now is at a 2745 and she is squaring up with Juno that is critical. Okay. So we can see that Juno is critical. She's at a 29 degree. That means that relationships, especially relationships that are having any type of authority, is challenging our values, especially when it comes to war, international, immigration, especially with immigration. Okay. And we do have the No Kings protests all day today, all day. We can see that Neptune is squaring up with Hygeia. So there's things that we are not quite seeing here in the eighth house. We're not seeing the things that we need to see when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to things having to do with this axis, with Pisces and Virgo. So Neptune, okay, Neptune is here in the eighth house and it's squaring up with Hygeia, which is all about communications and the health factor, the world health, the 2820. 2820. Let's go to Iran's chart. Hold on. I just saw something. Let me go to Iran's chart. Let me turn these back on. Hold on. Make sure that Iran doesn't have this, the things that they do. Yeah, this, we got a problem. We got some problems here. Let me show you exactly right now. I mean, this is happening now. And this could have to do with what we were just talking about with the ships. Yeah. Okay. No, 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 no. That's already happened. Okay. So that's already happened. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Already happened. 2951. Let me go back, show you guys this. Back to the grid. My voice is breaking up. I don't know why. Know why, guys. I don't know. It could be the internet. It's fading in and out. Hold on. I don't know why we're having difficulties here. I don't know what's up. Hey, Janet. Good to see you, honey. My voice is fading in and out. Jesus. Sort of sounds like an echo. Okay. Hold on. Hold up. Not a complete loss of sound, just fading in and out. Okay. Let's see. Let me take my mic out. Okay, is it working better? Are we better? It says it's working. The hell? Make sure. Yes, it's better. Okay, I just took myself out of the stream and just reloaded it. So this sounds better. Okay. Well, hopefully it'll sound better. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Okay. We share my screen again. Jesus. Lily said the other day, she said, Jesus help me God. I said, what? She sounded like me now. We were at Walmart. She said, Jesus help me God. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so this is better. It's great now. Thank God. Thank God. Okay. You can hear clear. Well, hallelujah. All right. Let's move this show on the road. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it going. Hallelujah, guys. All right, so we can see that it does sound like you. Yep. I mean, Jupiter is trining, Jupiter is trining the flame of life. Jupiter is, trining, but just because we have trines, just because I mean, it's just like when I'm mapping someone that's missing. Just because we have trines doesn't mean that it's a good thing. It can always express itself another way. A trine could mean that you may never be found because you went missing on a trine, or you've got a trine in your chart that's not going to allow me to find you. So it doesn't always mean, it's not always great. Juno is squaring Chiron. Okay, so Juno is also squaring Chiron. So this no king's protest, I think that that's where we're getting into that. But at the same time, we're definitely seeing this divine justice. What is she doing? She's opposing the moon. So she's opposing. So what's happening is she's opposing the moon, and the moon in Leo is about children. It's about kids. It's about education. And so the justice that is coming in the future has to do with that school, the school that lost what over 150 kids in Iran. So that is the major problem right now. And relationships are very intense in the governing bodies and any type of structure because Capricorn is a structure. So any type of structures. This 2951 is going to come into a 2955. And when it does, it's going to be activating the chart of Trump that's coming tonight. Yes. So tonight is when I was seeing that there were going to be the intensity was going to pick up even more. And we can see that Pallas and Mars are both at a 2050 degree. Let's see if they come to a 2050. They actually conjunct at the same degree. Let's see. No, Mars is going to come to that 2053. Hold on, right there. Yep. So this is going to be, so it's going to have to come to the 2054. Watch this. This is the intensity. Boom, bam, right there. Series goes from the sixth house into the fifth. The 522, now this energy with the 522, that's Missouri. So like St. Louis. So this is like Missouri. No, 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 no. Yes, yes, yes. So this is Missouri. And it's also Vanguard and Chris Nanos. It's at 11 p.m. and it's just left the 2956. Now, so now it's just left Trump at 2955. So it's already activated his chart. Interesting. And Uranus is on the descendant sitting right here. Now let's look. Now the moon is a quincunx to Mars, so now there's a lot of suffering here with an investigation. There's a major investigation going on, possibly with a vehicle, with a plane, even with a ship in the sea. We can see that Saturn is at a 511 degree. Let me bring it. Let me now bring these squares are still. So now Uranus is square Australia. The groups, the communications, and look, Pluto is about to come to that 511 as well. Hmm, trying to think what's happening here. I know that Savannah Guthrie's got I know that she's got an opposition, but this is what is going on here. Let me bring all of them in so I can see them all clearly. So Pluto is squaring Ceres. This looks like Missouri. Let me bring them all in now because I feel like I just can't see it all. Now, now let's look. Where is Vance? Where is Vance? JD Vance. This is with the FBI. Hmm. I'll just go ahead and pull Missouri's chart out. Something's up. Pretty sure it's Missouri and the lunar nodes of fate with Missouri and with Chris Nanos. Let's look at this tonight. So this is at 11 o'clock. Let me check the earthquakes. We got Kansas. Kansas has just had an earthquake. Hmm. Well, 3.1. That almost looks like a default, like the 5.0 kilometer almost looks like a default to me, like a tracking. There's New Zealand. No, that's the Virgin Islands. Virgin Islands. Okay. But no Missouri. But this is I'll okay. Let's check it out. Missouri, there is Chiron is coming to Missouri's chart. So the 2532 is coming to the outer wheel of Missouri's chart. Things of the past. Things of the past with the government. And look, I mean, this 401 in Missouri's chart, this does connect to this intensity definitely does connect to um Michael, Michael Feldman, Savannah Guthrie's husband. Could be something to that. There could be something to that with Nancy's case. Definitely could be. Because the CIA has a 438 in their chart, and when Nancy Guthrie went missing, the CIA and the communications with Missouri, that 438 was in transit. So, I'll definitely be keeping that in mind. Let me see if there's anything else. 2427 was also in transit. Oh, shit. And that's in Missouri. Hmm. Interesting. 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 So, 2054, it could be something at the, oh God, I don't know. 22, 11, 9. I don't see anything else but the lunar nodes. The north node. Let me just go ahead and, well, mm, 2049. So the energy is coming in at a 2049. It'll be activating, but that's not the 2054. 3, something about, I don't know, something with groups. Like something with groups. And I'm not gonna stay on it, but we obviously see it, you know? We obviously see it. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. 7:33, 11. There's a relationship here. You know what? I bet it's gonna be, it's gonna be, several things. It's not just gonna be one thing, but let's look at the news right now. This is at 11. Sam Graves to retire, igniting race for open GOP seat. Won't seek reelection. So that's what's majorly in the news. So I guess it could be him. It could be Sam Graves, something having to do with him, but it definitely looks like the government. It's definitely something to do with the government. But it's going to be something else as well because there's that conjunction is going to let's see, what is that? Unlicensed dispensaries. Ah, okay. There was a teen killed. Okay, this could actually have something to do with it too. Cease and desist. So there was Missouri, over a dozen unlicensed dispensaries sent with a cease and desist. So yeah, that could definitely be setting the charge for things with businesses. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. So if there is, so Portsmouth, Ohio. Okay, so you want a reading? You want a quick read? I'm assuming so. And you're new subscriber. Well, welcome, girl. Welcome. Glad you are a new subscriber. Welcome to the Watchers, honey. What, Rose? Welcome to the tribe, babe. Welcome to the tribe. Appreciate you. Okay, so we are going to let me pull you up. Let me pull you up, and if you're able to, I would really appreciate it if you're able to just take the link. You don't have to show your face, but just that way, when I'm reading your chart, you can, you can talk back, and I don't just have to sit here in silence. So once you click the link, it will prompt you really easy, and all you got to do is there's like this video thing. You can turn the video off, and turning that video off will just show your C. It'll just show the C and not your face. All right. And I'm going to pull your chart now. February 23rd, 1957. February 3rd. No, February 23rd. February 23rd. You just had a birthday. 1957, 4:34 p.m. And Portsmouth. All right. And what I ask for is that if you're able to, if you're able to come up, that's a plus. It's a plus when I'm doing readings if you can come up. And I charge $120 for a 2-hour reading. So as I do like a quick reading for you, all I ask is that if you're able to donate something, whether it's through here or my Cash App, and if you can't, it's fine. It's no biggie, but that's what I ask for in return. So I'm going to just wait and see if Cam is able to get up here on the panel so I can do the reading, because it needs to be a like a live reading, right? Not just where I'm talking to myself. Right? Okay. Let's look at the transits right now. I'm going to duel it out with Cam. Here we go. Okay. So Cam is on the left, and the current transits are on the right. And I can see that, there is, wow, I can already see the connections here. Interesting. Cam is in Ohio. And she's a new subscriber. I wonder how, and if she was up here to ask her how she found me. How did you find me, girl? Let's see. No, she's not up here. All right, I'm going to give her just a few minutes. Give her just a few minutes and see if she jumps up or not. But interesting. I love seeing people's connections with different people, different places. I love it. Never mind, I have to go. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry you have to go. Oh, she wanted a quick reading. Scorpio moon wanted a quick reading. Can charts be done without birth time? My mother doesn't know mine. I mean, I can look at your birth chart, and I can look at the non-movers, and I can try to assess that way, but a birth chart really can't be read completely and thoroughly without your time of birth. So, what I suggest is to go to you can do it online. You can call the hospital that you were born at, or you can go online and you can order a long form birth certificate from the Department of Human Services, from the DHS. You can order your birth, and it's like $15. You can do it online, or you can go in there and you can walk out with it. But the long form birth certificate has your birth time on it. The short form will not. It will not. I was born at 9:35 a.m. and my mom actually remembered it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. She was like, "You were born at 9:35 a.m." And I was like, "Well, I want to make sure." So I went and got my birth certificate, and it was 9:35 a.m. on the dot. On the dot. But anyway, I don't know if Cam is able to come up. I'm gonna give her just a few more minutes and we'll see. Because I've been on this live for about an hour and a half. What's up, Seth? What's up, brother? What's happening? What's happening, Seth? I think I might, the Libra full moon is coming up and is going to be getting full when Artemis 2 goes up. We're going to have a full moon when Artemis 2 goes up. Isn't that crazy? Cray cray. Full moon. Nothing much. Are you just chilling at home like a villain? You just chilling, and this is the deck that I'll be reading for the full moon that's coming up. I doubt that Artemis 2 is gonna go, but I mean, if it does stay on schedule and it goes up on the first, I'll be really surprised, and I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't, but they're cool cards. They're really cool oracle cards, Moonology, and it gives like little affirmations. And of course, it's got a book too. It's time to release negativity. That's what I'm feeling. Releasing, releasing a lot of negativity in my life. And a lot of negativity comes in your own head. All that negative talk that we have with ourselves. And it's like it just goes to other people. All that sending prayers for Jeff. Thanks, Seth. Thanks, buds. But yeah, cool oracle cards. Comes with the book. When I do oracle cards, that's what I do. I shuffle the cards, read a card, read the book, and then I've got these cards that I absolutely love, my astro cards. And this is, of course, about astrology with oracle, and I love those. I just love them all. So we'll definitely be doing some readings, some oracle readings coming up soon. And I don't see where Cam is still in the chat. I don't see where she's still hanging out. Maybe she got frightened having to come up here. Maybe she's trying to figure out the link. I don't know. I don't know. She's not talking to us. She's not talking. So I don't know what's up. If anybody else wants a reading, just tell me now. Forever hold your peace. Because I'll be jumping off here pretty soon. Feeling like the energy is just succubus right now. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling it. And sorry, guys, that the first half of the live was nothing but a fan sounding. Jeff was like, I don't know what's going on with your sound, but it sucks. It sucks. But y'all keep in mind, we've got the USS Tripoli, the USS submarine, the Georgia submarine. the Roosevelt, and the fact that we've got 50,000 ground troops. Oh my God. I believe early morning self-talk in the mirror is important, right? The negativity that comes to us, that is a constant, we just got to keep that under wraps. Got to keep it under wraps because the way that we talk to ourselves is important, and it lingers to how we talk to other people, right? And it can be if you're having negative self-talk, then that's definitely going to go to other people. Who got the hot flash for you to leave the fan on? I get them all the time. Well, I mean, I had my computer plugged up. That's what it was. And my computer the fan started coming on, and that's what y'all were hearing. And I'm sorry about that. I wasn't even thinking. Wasn't even thinking about it. If the mirror breaks. Yep. My thoughts keeps from leaving the house. You want a card read? Oh, Jill. You want me to pull up your chart? Or is that for another time, a private time? Let's pull a card. Which one you want? You want a Moonology? Or do you want Astro? Which one? Which one, sister? Yeah, thank you for being here and supporting the channel, supporting the cause, girl. The other night I fell asleep with the phone in my hand, but y'all was already done. Sounds like Jeff. Jeff be nodding out. He's bobbing and weaving in there, trying to stay awake. He's trying to stay awake after he gets home from work, and he's trying to support me. He's trying to be in here. He's trying to be in the chat and talk to everybody. And then the next thing you know, he's bobbing and weaving. He's out. And I go in there, you okay, babe? Uh, I heard when you hear yourself make a negative comment about yourself, to immediately correct it by stating the opposite. Train yourself. Mind is the builder. Mind is the builder of your kingdom. Got to build it. Got to build it with a solid foundation. And sometimes we have to knock it all down and rebuild. We just got to rebuild. You've been angry in the mirror many times. Yeah. Hey, Reno. The Moonology. Okay. Moonology. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's break it. Break it open. Let's do it to it. Do it to it, honey. I am getting hot in here, though, for real. Been struggling. Been struggling. It's been rough. All right. Here we go, Jill. Let's see what the man in the mirror. Yeah. Better be no man in the mirror when I'm looking. Be like, what happened? You changed, Jen. Here we go, honey. All right. Thank you for the donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A time for healing. Balsamic moon. It's a time for healing. Jill. Babe. A time for healing. Let's see if I can read this little book here. Time for healing. All right. Here we go, Jill. The time for healing. Pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not a time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay when it's not. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else that's in need. Remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had right now. If you know someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. Attune to the moon. One is healed, are all healed. It's time to let go of the past. You're about to turn the corner. And it could mean that you just need more time. So think about how this situation would look if everything and everyone were healed. Here's the teaching with this moon card, a time for healing the balsamic moon. Patience is required at the time of the balsamic moon. It's a time for self care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. No matter which point in the current moon cycle you have pulled this card, it's a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself because the time to step into your creative power is coming soon enough. So just give yourself time. Give yourself the time that you need right now in order to heal. Perfect card for you, Jill. Perfect card for you, sweetheart. She's Jill has just lost her furry companion. So it's a beautiful card for her. It's actually, it's setting the tone for healing, you know? It is a nice card. It is a nice card. That's the Moonology card deck. It's an oracle, and it just gives you affirmations. The oracle card decks are really good. A friend of ours here at the channel, her name is Orb Attraction, and she loves the oracle decks. And she said, "Jen, get the oracle decks. You'll love them." And I started getting them, and it's like, wow, I love it. No, honey, this isn't Zoom, Cam. This isn't Zoom. You just click the link and it'll take you backstage. You're not just going to click the link and be up here. You'll just click the link and you'll follow the prompts. And that's you can click the camcorder. It's got like this camera and you click it and then that takes your face off of the screen. Yes, Dinah, the fog will lift. The fog will lift. But thank you so much, Jill. I hope you're okay right now. We do. Okay, there you are. I see you. I see your comment now. I'm like, is she okay? Is she okay? But I see your comment. Yes, it's perfect. Powerful. Hits me with the patience part. Yeah, I understand. I understand. And so that's how, if you're new to the channel, this is how the readings work. We just, you just donate. If you don't have but $2, if you only have 10, whatever it is, you just donate. I've had people donate as little as $1.99 to $100. It's just whatever. It's just whatever. We're just exchanging energy. That's it. Just exchanging energy. You're good. Are you? Hook me up and read some cards if you got time. If not, it's okay next time. I got you, Reno. I got you, Reno. Do you want the Moonology or the Astro? The Moonology or the Astro? And let me get me some water real quick. Hold on. Okay, I had to get me some whew, I had to get me some water real quick. The moon. Okay, we got the moonology going on here. All right. Here we go. And Pam, you just try the link, honey. Just try the link and see if you can do it. And if you can't, it's no big deal. We'll figure it out. Well, if you don't have it, you just don't have it. I mean, it is what it is. Jill just paid $10 for her, so we'll say that that's going to you too, okay? All right. So you can thank Jill. We'll say that Jill got 2 and she's giving 1 to you. How about that? All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Conclusions are within reach. Conclusions are within reach. I see you there, Cam. Just 1 second, honey. I see you there backstage, okay? Conclusions are within reach. This is the full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipse, Reno. Well, well, well. Conclusions. See if I can find it here. In this book, it doesn't give you here we go. Here we go, Reno. Conclusions are within reach. Here we go. This is the full moon eclipse. All right, here we go. Full moon eclipse. Just like that, a door slammed shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you are asking is about to reach a peak, or it's just done so. Things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing is what your soul signed up for. A way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that this is the right time. As hard as it is, forgiving someone for what they did could be key to resolving this situation in a positive way. It doesn't make it right, what they did, but it does release so you can move on. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. That is your affirmation. Doors which slam shut will now reopen. And it's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness sets you free. Meditate, do some yoga, something like that can center you. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because the change is potent and something many of us are uncomfortable with, but change is a part of life. And this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of this fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. So work with the shadow, work with the darkness that is within and release it. Transmute it into something greater. Transmute the pain into something greater. So if you are going through any type of release with something or someone, that is what this card is talking about. A full moon eclipse, honey. It'll get us. It's eclipsing us. So I hope you resonate with that, honey. I hope you resonate with it. Dinah, thank you for the donation. Jay would Mimi for the party again. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Reno. You're welcome, honey. Hey, Cinderella. Good to see ya. Good to see y'all coming in. Dinah, I'm assuming that you want a card. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, Cam, we are adding you to the stage, sweetheart. Hello. Let's see if your
Hello.
microphone will work.
I don't know. It was a little jittery, but can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but if you're able to turn your mic up a little bit, that way I can hear you better.
Oh,
So I don't know how you would do that, but can y'all hear
I
her
don't
okay?
I've never done a stream yard or a Zoom, so I don't
You're
know.
doing great. I mean, you're up here, so do me a favor. If you have this video on your phone, is that what you're working from? Is your phone?
My TV and my iPad.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to turn this, you want to get off of YouTube, mute YouTube.
Oh,
So you're only here with me.
oh.
Yeah,
Okay, I
so
muted my
because you'll
TV. Does that
hear
work?
and you're going to get to see it. So you don't even need to watch it on
Okay.
any screen but this screen right here. You see what I mean?
Okay, do I turn my TV off or just mute it?
Oh, just mute it.
Okay, I did.
Okay, and so are you talking from your phone?
No, my iPad.
Okay, okay. But you don't have the YouTube video going, right? You don't have this live going.
No, I don't think so. It says StreamYard.
Okay, cool. Okay, we're doing good then. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Okay, Janet says yes, they can hear you. Everybody can hear you. Yes. Yep, transmute and transform. Exactly. Exactly. And Dinah, I'm assuming that you sent me $5, so I'm assuming that you want a card. And Jaywood Mimi, I'm not sure if you would like a card either, so let me know. Let me know. How about you read for someone who really needs it? Oh, you're so sweet, Dinah. You're so sweet.
Oh, that would be me.
Cam
I'm
says
on a
that's
fixed
me.
income.
Well, we
I'm on a
appreciate
fixed income.
the donations because this is going to be a quick. It's clear, Jen. Okay, this will be a quick little read, and I'm just going to pull you up on the screen. This is where I'm going to show the full screen. Jaywood Mimi says I don't want a card. Well, thank you, honey. Thank you for the donation, sweetheart. Okay, so Cam, you're on the left, and have you ever looked at your birth chart?
Yes, but it's like Greek to me. I have no idea what it means.
It is Greek, actually. It's Greek and Roman. It's Greek and Roman. That's what we're looking at. The Greek and Roman mythology here. So so do you know, you know your moon, you know your rising sign because you rise
Yes,
in,
yes.
okay, so you rise at a 1506 in Leo and you descend at a 1506 in Aquarius. All right. You shine with relationships and partnerships in Pisces, I'll bet in the house of Aquarius. And this is in the seventh house of relationships and partnerships. So that's where you shine. And then your moon is here in Capricorn. So your moon in Capricorn is in the fifth house. This is the fifth house of kids and creativity. Do you have children?
I do. 3.
And well, I'm not going to get in really personal here, but you do have Saturn in the fifth house of kids and Sagittarius. So it could, and sometimes when we're reading live, sometimes it's really hard for me to say some of the things that I might want to say, but I don't want to offend you in a public eye, if that makes sense.
I've got a son in
But
the Air Force. I'm very concerned about in the Air Force. Yes.
that's kind of where we were going. Okay, so that's where we're going
Yes,
with
I
that.
knew. I
Okay,
knew.
yeah. So your Saturn at a 1339, and this is why I'm thinking that your chart is really showing a lot of governmental agencies, okay? and I'm going to talk about those if you don't mind.
Oh, please.
Okay. So what's happening is right now, what's happening right now is Juno at a 2952 is going to be, you're going to have a relationship, and this relationship is with your child, with kids. Okay. And it's going to be a lot of attention with this relationship that's going to shake you up. And this is late tonight, early in the morning. There's going to be a relationship late tonight, early in the morning. It could be just any type of relationship. Maybe somebody that calls, it may be something, a relationship online, but there is a relationship that is going to give you a conscious raising experience, and it's going to activate your magnetism with children. Saturn at a 1339 and your fifth house at an 1153. So once the dark moon at a 1059, okay, once the dark moon comes to Pete Hegseth at an 1147, is going to go into his first house. And that's with your kids, with the Air Force. And so the dark moon is going to give you a lot of disordered aggression when it comes to your kids, when it comes to the war, because this
He,
is slowing things down. It's slowing
he's in
things down.
Germany. He's in Germany.
He's in
right
Germany?
now at a, yes,
Okay.
as far as I know.
Have you talked
I'm
to him?
very worried. No.
Okay, so
We
Jupiter is about to expand the 1537 in just a couple of hours. So by, I would say, 7 o'clock tonight, so in just a few hours, Jupiter is going to expand this 12th house with home and family and children, lots of attention, lots of emotion. And it's also going to oppose the everyday, your work, groups, and any authority. Okay. And I know that this may be sounding like this could be sounding to you like you're not sure if what I'm saying is you're going to see though. All right.
I,
You're going to
I'm very
see.
psychic, so I'm following you.
Okay.
I'm very
I
psychic.
would say that you are,
Yeah,
okay, because of
I
the
know.
Piscean energy that you have in the seventh house of relationships. This 556 is going, if this connects to the United States of America, it connects to the Air Force, it connects to the courts with the United States, with international travel. And let me see what I can see here, because I'm just now really looking at this, and I've got, when I first pulled it up, and you also are connected to Hillary. You actually are connected to Hillary in such a way that it's a huge weight. That connection is weighted down for you with
Well,
Hillary.
because my son stopped speaking with me when I voted for Hillary, so we haven't
That's
had
it.
any
Yeah.
contact.
Well, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. Good job, Jen.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, so that connection that you have with Hillary in the ninth house is definitely about um and this is, oh shit, this is actually going to be, there's going to be a lot of emotions with the war. There's a lot of warring here with the international travel, with that 355, because it's coming to the 354. And that's going to be an all dayer tomorrow, all day, with relationships and
Okay.
communications. Do you have siblings?
I did. Oh no, they're deceased. My siblings.
Okay. Hmm. Siblings, kids, government kids. God, maybe your
Oh, I've got
neighbors.
other kids. I've got 2 other kids.
Yeah, no, this would be with your neighbors, with your, okay, so you're in, do you still live in Ohio?
No, I'm in the mountains in western North Carolina.
Okay. You know, that 419 also connects to Nancy Guthrie. Just saying.
Wow. I followed every minute of it with you mostly.
I can also see that you connect to one of the astronauts that's going up in Artemis 2. And you also connect with Elon Musk. And it's about groups and authority. And so we're going to see that with Elon coming up and the astronaut that is going to be going on April 1st.
Wow.
So that'll be interesting to see how that this energy that you connect with them, how that's going to affect you as well. So let me move on. So Chiron is at a 2531. Chiron is making its way to this 2540. There's a letting go here in the ninth house, and this is it's about long travels, it's about religion, it's about universities, it's about flight, war. And there's a lot of pain with the warring,
Yep.
with the war,
Very
right?
much. Yes.
Yeah, very much.
Yes.
I gotta plug up my computer again. Here we go. Let me see what else I can see here. The way that you shine, the way that you shine earlier, like last night, early this morning, there was limits and obstacles. Were you feeling good?
Not really. I haven't been sleeping well at all.
I think that that's what it is. I'm looking to see what else is coming here. All this Piscean energy. It's 20 degrees, 20 degrees. We got 11. So Mercury will end up coming here and shaking you up. And that's going to be a psychic, that'll be a psychic happening. That is for sure. When Mercury comes to your palace here in the 8th house, that will definitely shake you up. And you could be asleep. Let's see when that's coming here. 1637. That way you can let me know. It's going to be a while, but
Okay.
let's see. 1637. It's going to be on April 3rd, 37. Let's see if it's in the middle of the night. This is Nashville time. Yeah, this is going to be late at night. What time do you go to bed usually?
Ooh, about 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, then, yeah, you may not. You may not be asleep then, but this is going to shake you up. There's going to be a lot of, this is at 10:40 p.m. Friday. This is Nashville time on April 3rd. So this is Friday evening. Friday evening. Let me see what else is happening here. There's the 556. There's limits and obstacles. This is home. This is home for you now as North Carolina. See what else I can see here. This is definitely Iran. This is yeah. This
It's like I
714
know
is
something.
yeah.
It's like I feel something terrible is going to happen because I just feel it, you know. Yeah.
Let's look at this date with you. Okay. There's limits and obstacles with relationship. This is a relationship here. And this is also your connection with the United States. So this 556, the United States has it. Elon Musk has it. China has it. There's other countries, of course, that also have it in the Middle East, different places. Hold on. 2618.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that this is coming to your health and a relationship. Are you married?
No. Been
You
divorced
have a boyfriend?
since 1990.
Okay. Do you got a
Pardon?
boyfriend? Do you have a
Nope.
significant other, a partner? Okay.
No.
Are you a member of any type of groups?
No.
Okay. Well, there's going to be a shakeup. This could be a friend of yours. But the 714 is definitely that is definitely the country of Iran. I could look at Germany, but trying to think here.
I'm feeling like he might have been sent to Iran for some reason. I have no way to know that, but I'm feeling that
Okay.
because he's very
Wait a
high
minute.
up and he's in charge of logistics,
Okay.
moving materials and stuff. He's
Okay.
very high up.
Hmm. I'm looking at the other degrees and stuff here. I'm just trying to understand because what this is a big time this is, I mean, we're moving into a big time period. I keep saying it, and it's a never ending one. Well, the dark moon is definitely coming to Pete Hedgeseth here, and by the time we wake up on the 4th and the 5th, it's going to be even more intense, okay, with this war. And this is also with the Secret Service, okay? We have a lot of weight that is on our Secret Service during this period, during this time period, which we're looking at with you. And Chiron will already have come to your 9th house here, and it's a higher learning. And there's going to be a lot of energy with it. This could be, I don't, did you go to church?
Uh, the mountains here are my church, Jen.
Okay, good. Um, I will look at this. I will look at this with North Carolina. I mean, we've got some days that we can look at this.
Do you need the town I live in? It's very small.
No, no, I don't.
Okay.
No, no, I don't. You also connect to Michael Feldman. So you connect to Nancy here and her son-in-law here. Interesting. Huh.
That is interesting because
Interesting. Let's see. Hold on, let me see what it does.
I've been watching it from the beginning.
I bet you
I,
have.
I found you when you were doing Lily and Jack. That's when but I was in the bushes all the time.
That's okay. You can be in the bushes. Yeah. Jaywood Mimi says it's natural to be a worried mother. Bless you. Let's see. The
Well,
moon is
he stopped all contact with me for these years. It's been most distressing
it's depressing, isn't
because
it?
of who I voted for. Well, because of who I voted for. I can't even describe what that's like.
I'm so sorry, honey.
I know.
When you there's just so much that I can see right here, but I'm not sure because like I said, this looks like I can see a lot with the Iranian chart as well. They're holding the fate. The 714 is holding the fate, but I'm not I don't have a crystal ball, damn it, and I just don't know exactly to tell you how, but there are limits and obstacles with a relationship. And it is concerning, so let me just go ahead and look at North Carolina because of your connection, right? This may not be something personal for you. It just may be there's limits and obstacles with some of these other countries and the warring that's going on amongst them. Like
So many
Saudi
military
Arabia.
helicopters.
Okay, so Saudi Arabia's in this. So I see Saudi Arabia in this too. And the reason why I'm saying that is because they have a 1702 times 2 in their chart. So Saudi Arabia, Iran,
So many
and
military helicopters have gone over my house for the last week, like really low, over my house in the middle of nowhere.
wow. Let me pull up North Carolina at this time because I do expect. Oh shit, I didn't spell it right. I expect some false flags, but I'm not. North Carolina and Trump don't connect well. North Carolina and Trump, let me show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. So Trump and North Carolina, the relationships and the partnerships that North Carolina has over here on the right, this 2255, it's their connection with Donald Trump. Oh shoot, hold on. I wanted to pull up the other one. Hold on. I'm gonna duel them out where North Carolina's on the left and this April 3rd is on the right. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Okay. Let me see. It could be North Carolina. Let me look at this for just a second.
My other son lives 5 miles from Mar-a-Lago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. This could be North Carolina. Because look, 2535 is with the divine justice with groups in the third house, and this is late at night. And the 2540 is right here. The 2540. So within, I'd say maybe about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, there's going to be a transformation with groups, but could just be something that you hear, when you wake up that morning on the 4th. But you'll have to keep me posted because there's definitely going to be a shakeup, a wake up call. And it's not like somebody is going to be knocking on the door, but it's kind of like that. It's like a wake up call that kind of wakes you up and you're like, oh, this is it. This is it. And this is where you're going to get it. This is where you're going to get that hit of this is it. And you can see that Neptune is at a 219. Well, Pete Hegseth and the warring machines have a 220. Well, that's exactly the 220 is what North Carolina has in their chart as well. It could be
Wow.
that there's going to be a lot of troops that'll be sent out. I don't know, but this is going to shake you up with relationships in our government. I think it's not going to be as personal as it is going to shake you up with our government in general and the things that you are hearing. Because I'm pretty sure that 714 is the Iranian chart, and I know I see Saudi Arabia with it as well. And if you ever want me to look at your sun, if you ever want me to just look at your sun, just let me know. I'll need his birth time and information
Okay.
and stuff, and we can do it privately, where you don't have to,
Right.
um, you know, let me hold on. Let me go back up to Iran's chart. I can look at Germany too. Let me look at Germany. Let's go ahead and look at Germany. This is Germany. Okay, this is what I think. Okay, so I can see that things are going on with North Carolina, but there's an expansion. There's an expansion with Germany here and their North Node with relationships and partnerships. So I wonder what is their position on this war?
Well, my son was supposed to come back to North Carolina, like, anytime soon because his time was up in Germany. But I feel psychically like they're not letting him come back to North Carolina. He has a home in North Carolina near a base where he used to live before he got sent to Germany.
Okay.
So I feel like they're not going to let him retire. His plan was to retire like right about now. But I feel
Mm,
like they're not going to let him. It's just psychically that's what I feel.
yeah. Hmm. That's the only, so I do see a relationship that's going to be expanding with the North Node of Germany, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else with it. And, but that's all it would need. And Jupiter is actually going to oppose their South Node. So, what Germany is going to think or their participation, all of that stuff, whatever, let me look and see. Because what's going to happen is when we wake up on the 4th, Heat Hexeth is going to be learning a lot and it's going to expand with military. There's going to be, I feel like that there's going to be a major expansion with military, but I'm not sure
I do too.
that it would involve Germany or Russia. That's something else. Let me just look at this for a second because there is something more here. Something more here. There's definitely going to be a shakeup with Trump and North Carolina. And maybe it's just going to, I don't, like a false flag. I feel like that there is going to be a false flag.
That's
Look
what
at
I
that.
feel. That
I do
that's
too.
what
I
I
do
feel,
too.
Jen. Right
It's
there.
a dread.
That's what I feel. Yes.
When you look in the middle of this
I
chart,
I feel I feel it's going to be around Asheville because Asheville does not like him there. That's what I'm feeling.
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's an
Okay.
hour from me. It's an hour
Yeah,
from
Fort
me.
Bragg, Jaywood Mimi is saying, Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg is in North
That's like
Carolina.
6 that's like 6 hours away.
Okay. So North Carolina, this chart is definitely, showing that there's going to be a shakeup with North Carolina with Donald Trump. And this is the 2253. It's coming to that 2255. And it's going to slow some things down in North Carolina. And so, think about what North Carolina went through with the floods.
Yes, we got
How,
damage back.
yeah, and
Yes.
how Trump went to bat for, or didn't go to bat.
He didn't. No.
He didn't. Right. He didn't.
No.
So that's why Saturn and Trump connect to North Carolina. That's the Saturn. That's the Saturn. And so there could be something going down in North Carolina this night on the 4th, but this should be media. This should be media, and it could be after the 10 o'clock news. But this is media, and it's going to shake you up with the things that are hidden. And it could be about death. It could be about, things that are hidden with this war. And look at that. You see the grand trine, guys. You see this trine. People always hate this but I'm like, this is why I like it, because I can see grand trines like this. Then you see another one, and it looks like the Star of David. That's why my full moon in Libra is talking about the Star of David, because you can see it. You can see it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I do see it now.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean, though? What does that mean, Jen?
Oh, it's mystical. This is a mystical time. And as we go into this grand trine, these two grand trines are just going to intensify as we go into Easter Sunday. This weekend, the weekend of April 3rd it's wild. It's wild to see astrologically. It's very wild. 82nd Airborne sent troops to the Middle East. Oh, Reno, thank you, honey. Thank you. Hurricane Helena, yeah. Yeah.
It was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It was, yeah. So it looks like, and they've got an 1135 Germany. What is Germany? So what is their stance? I haven't even looked at it. Germany.
Well, that's where we have huge hospitals for the troops there and huge Air Force bases. But that's where the injured are brought to Germany, to the military hospitals.
Really?
Yeah. If they're injured
Hold on,
anywhere
say that again.
overseas,
Say that one more time. Let me make sure I heard you right.
Germany is where our military hospitals are. So if someone's injured in any of the countries over there, they're flown to Germany to the military hospitals.
Oh my gosh. That could be the expansion that we're seeing then on April 3rd. That could be the expansion that we're seeing with Germany then, with relationships. So they have a non-participatory stance, labeling it an economic catastrophe that threatens global stability and Germany's industrial growth. They've expressed extreme concern over the conflict. It's avoidable, an unnecessary war, urging a ceasefire. Let me look at that. Germany hospitals.
Anyone injured in the Middle East is sent there to the hospitals.
In Germany is the primary U.S. military hospital for injured troops, serving as the largest American medical facility outside the United States, located near Ramstein Air Base. The main triage and
That's
stabilization. Wow.
That's where my son is. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry I got you into all this, Jen. I just
No,
wanted to
I'm learning a
reading.
lot, and I hope I hope the chat is too. I hope that and anybody that would watch this afterwards, because I didn't know that. I did not. I had no idea. I had
When
no
my son was in
idea.
when my son was in Iraq and Afghanistan, I think he did between the two 9 or 10 tours. And so anybody that got injured always went there to Germany for treatment.
Wow. Let's look at this. Yeah, see? Okay, so there's a breakup. So with Iran, there is a breakup here, and it's about the school. This is about the school. That's what I'm thinking, because this is fifth house of kids. Wow. Hold on. What all are we seeing here? There's a lot. There's a lot to see. So Mars, yes, 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 yes. So this is the time period where Mars has just come over there, Mars. And this is when I see that I'm concerned for the military, especially in the sea. But this would be also on ground too, because Taurus is the ground. So Taurus is the ground, and the Piscean energy is the sea. And what we're gonna see is the Mercury is going to come here first before it hits you. Saturn is going to come here. So it's going to be fated with Iran and their neighbors. Their neighbors. There's going to be a fate with their neighbors and the sea. Things, being blown up in the sea. Oh. And this will, of course, include anyone that's in the way. And then
Was this war
within hours,
fated, Jen?
huh? I
Do
feel
you
like
think this war
everything
was
is.
fated? That's
I
what
think everything
I
is.
believe.
I do. I do. I think it all is. I think everything is. I think it all is, It kind of makes worrying seem just silly, but at the same time, we're human. But there's a lot, they're going to receive information that's going to pain them. Iran is going to be pained once again with information that's coming in, and whatever it is that they're going to do next is going to be media worthy for sure. There's so much that's happening here. So if I look at Saudi Arabia, I know that I'm seeing Saudi Arabia in this chart. We look at that. And maybe, maybe even look at Yemen. But
Well,
this looks
Saudi
like,
Arabia, we just
yeah, go
had an
ahead.
attack. Iran just attacked the bases in Saudi Arabia where our huge military intelligence planes were, and blew a lot of them up, like the highest advanced that how we monitor our Air Force troops. They blew them all off the airbase. That just happened last night, I believe, in Saudi Arabia.
Well, it makes sense. Makes sense.
But those are our eyes for our airbase, these planes. And they were
Well, see,
obliterated, many of them.
right, and even by April 3rd, we are going to see so much happen. Like, it's intensifying. It is so intense right now. It is so intense, and it's just getting more intense, just more intense. It's insane. So, yeah, all of this Piscean energy here, like Palace, she is already shaken by April 3rd. She's already shaken this up with their values. There's going to be more. There's going to be more shakeups for Saudi Arabia, but it's going to be like it's going to hit Iran, then Israel, then Saudi Arabia, and it's crazy. So this wisdom with Poseidon of things that's already so what we're seeing here on April 3rd, all of this is already in the past. The moon is showing us that it's already in the past. What we're just hearing about it. Or you will just be hearing about it. So the 1702 is connecting to their Poseidon. So the Poseidon is connecting to their Poseidon, the things about death, the 1702, oh shoot, the 1702 here, the wisdom about Pluto and the communications. It's like the communications,
With
there's going to be hacking, there's going to be darkness. It just seems so dark this time period that
with
we're
the
going into.
cables,
Yeah, it could
with
be.
cutting of the cables. Yes.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, definitely
And
could be. But
submarines,
there's
I think.
because Germany
Submarines
is
too,
going to
I feel.
experience, yeah, and because Germany is going to experience this expansion with Jupiter and the war. I just wonder if we're going to see if they're going to have, troops that are going to be coming to them, to that hospital, because Pisces is, it's also a hospital. So we just don't know.
It,
You think that Saudi Arabia just joined the war by announcement, Janet says. Well, I mean, they, as far as I'm concerned, they've been in it. They've been in it. As soon as they gave Trump the plane, I thought, well, here we go. Here we go.
we knew, didn't we?
Yeah,
The Trojan horse. That's what that was.
yeah. And see, the health factor is at a 2935, so it's already come over their health. The Neptune, oh yeah. I mean, we're seeing things that have really picked up. A lot of warring going on. Oh my gosh. Tennessee too, and so Tennessee showing up with this. Let's see. Lebanon. Who else we have there? Because what I'm concerned about is, well, I mean, I'm concerned about it all. Concerned about it all, guys. But no, I'm glad that you came up. I mean, that way we could be talking about what what we're seeing in your chart. Okay, so they're faded right now. They were faded earlier today. I wonder what's happened in Lebanon today. The 734, that's already been. And then on the 2nd, that's when they're going to get a lot of information. I'm sorry, on April 4th, they're going to get so much information that's coming in having to do with their health.
A wave
717.
hit me when I watched your earlier video this morning. A huge psychic wave hit me after I watched that short
What was I
video.
saying?
The short video that you put out this morning
Oh, yeah.
about, yeah, it hit me like a wave.
There's going to be a lot of stuff coming for Lebanon too. This is just not, it's just not good. What's the other ones out there? Because see, they're
UAE,
gonna, let's look
Kuwait.
at Kuwait. Let's look at Kuwait.
We have a lot of military bases in Kuwait.
Okay, let's check that out. And there's a part of me that thinks that Saudi Arabia, Israel, they are really not on our side. This is the way to take us down, to befriend us. I just don't trust any of them. I don't trust any of this that's going on. I just don't trust it.
They have their own agendas. That's the problem.
They do. So why we think that, this is, they could easily turn on us. Okay, so let's look at Kuwait here. Damn, their ascendant. Is it 2959? So that relationship, late tonight. It's going to be with Kuwait. It's going to be a relationship with
That's where,
Kuwait.
well, Kuwait is where they send the troops to to mobilize, to then be sent to the other countries surrounding that area. That those big bases in Kuwait is where everybody is gathered, and then they mobilize from there.
So this is what, okay, so Selena is a teacher, okay, and she is going to teach the people of Kuwait. And they're going to learn. So Kuwait is going to learn about magnetism. So I wonder what time it is in Kuwait, because this sixth house looks like children. I mean, it's Leo. Looks like kids.
Well, we have military bases where families go and are able to live on the bases with their kids. When my son was deployed there, my grandkids all went there.
So Mars is coming to this 2355. It's going to activate it. A lot of them have the 2355 and it's going to activate it. So this could be something that we are seeing that's already happened. By the 3rd, it's already happened. I think it's possible. And we may not hear about it. Look at that. There's a 1943. Yep. And then when it hits this 1944, because Kuwait and Iran, they have this connection with the 1944. The things that are hidden with this could be oil or something that's hidden in water. See, Venus is going to be coming to their series. So I'm trying to think. This could be like a mosque. 16. There's so much. It's mind boggling. It makes me cross eyed looking at it all.
I don't
Right
know how
now
you
it's
do it,
1:39
Jen.
a.m. So Janet, what time would it be in Kuwait at 10:40 p.m.? Will you Google that, Janet, and see what is it going to be at 10:40 p.m. Nashville time? What is that in Kuwait? Let's see. Let me look at Yemen. I don't have the Houthis chart, but I do have the Houthi leader that is deceased. So I use him to look at the Houthis. Let me pull Yemen up with this time period. We'll just have to keep an eye on it, see what, if anything comes. If we just, I don't know. Seems like it's going to be
Well,
something.
there's another disturbing piece of information I learned. Prussia Blue is radiation sickness medication, and our government has bought up all the supplies. There won't be any for any civilians anywhere. They have bought up all the supplies for radiation sickness. It's called Prussia Blue.
Really?
Yes. There's from every supplier in the world, our government just bought all the supplies.
And why do you think that it won't be given to any of the civilians?
It's for our troops.
Oh my gosh.
Which means that they already know what's going to happen.
They already know what they're going to do. They already know.
Yes.
Well, I can guarantee you that during this time frame between April 3rd and April 5th, Yemen, there is going to be a shakeup with groups, with the government. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed here. This is not good. They're going to have the wisdom of the group, the ground troops, because it's going to be ground troops here. 2854 And it's going to come to the 2856. And it's going to shake the wisdom of Yemen up with the government and the health of the government. Or military. This could also be military. I mean, like I said, I don't have the Houthis chart. Look at that 133. There is a relationship here with Yemen at home with communications. And Mercury will be coming here. They're going to get shaken up. Yemen will get shaken up. This is going to be in the sea as well. So this is going to be sea and ground. Let me see if I can tell. Hold on. There was another one. There's another one. There's another one. Is it Egypt? Let me look at Egypt.
Look at Jordan too.
Oh yeah, Jordan. Jordan.
I feel so helpless. There's nothing any of us can do.
No, there's nothing we can do. Not a thing. Let's look at Egypt. And then we'll look at Jordan. It's crazy how some of these people are just so connected to Trump. I mean, some of these countries are just so connected. Yeah. I have definitely seen this for Egypt. I've definitely seen this for Egypt. It could be something. So at 11 p.m. Central Time, it will be 7 a.m. Kuwait, 8 hours difference. I wonder what time they start school, because this is what it's going to look like. I would definitely be worried about the schools in Kuwait, or like you said, the bases that are in Kuwait. To go either way. Okay, so we're definitely going to see Egypt with this energy as well. And I say that because Pluto is going to come and activate their Vulcan in the third house. And again, I'm thinking that this is like neighbors. And the dark moon is going to come here to Egypt before it comes to the information that Pete is going to receive. Once this happens, once the dark moon activates their Venus, then the dark moon is coming to him. He's going to get information. And then there is going to be a lot of unleashing, a lot of disordered aggression with him. And he's just not, the way that I see it, and looking at his chart, he's just not the leader that you really want, you know? There's
Absolutely
something.
not.
It definitely is about their values and money and, I'm sure oil. I'm sure oil with Egypt. Let's look at Jordan. Okay. Might need to look at Washington, D.C. during this time too. I'm just saying. Washington, D.C. May need to. Jordan is definitely, they're going to receive a lot of information. So the 5:15 all day on the 3rd, the 5:15, they're going to be receiving a lot of information with relationships and partnerships. There's going to be so much communication that's going to be going back and forth within their government. It's a busy, busy, busy time. It's going to be tons of information, and it's going to be transformative for the future. See, this is how they connect to Saudi Arabia, is through money. Jordan connects to Saudi Arabia through money. And there's going to be a lot of energy with it. It could be, again, it could be structures too. Religious sites. And you see that Saturn at a 556, well, it's just left the 555 with the goddess of war. So Jordan's going to be, this is going to be a big for Jordan as well. And Mercury is going to oppose, as soon as Mercury gets to that 16 degree, it's going to be sitting here with the third house of communications, and it's going to oppose the physician, Apollo. And when your physician is being opposed, it's literally a physician. Apollo is literally a physician. First one to ever, oh shit, look at that, 2846. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, so one of our ships has a 2845 that's going to be opposed soon. And then Jordan has a 2846 with the moon in the 11th house. 2846. Okay. And that's coming with one of our ships, with one of our naval ships. I think it's the mixture. I think it could be another one. It could be one of our submarines. It's right here. March 31st. So March 31st, we don't have that long to go. On Tuesday, by 4 p.m., 5 p.m., there's going to be a shakeup with Jordan, with how they bring in money, with groups, and that ship on March 31st as well. Which one was it? Yep, it's this one. It's this ship, USS Mixture. You see this 2845? So Uranus is going to oppose it. Uranus is going to oppose their Pluto in the 9th house. And this is, again, long travels, planes, things that are hidden, can't see. And the 3rd house communications, this could be ground troops because it's in Taurus. This could also be, oil, gas, nuclear. Interesting. Speaking of nuclear, and you said radiation. So,
Well, the pills for radiation sickness, so that you can survive it, that's called Prussian blue. And that's what they bought up all the supplies from every manufacturer around the world. Our military bought every bit of it up.
yeah, that's very concerning. Tell me again what it's called. I'm going to write it down so I can research it later. Hold on. Let me get my pen. What's it called? What's it called?
Prussian with a P, Prussian blue. I learned that on the Prepper Queen, her YouTube site. She's a prepper. I learned that a couple of days ago because all the preppers usually buy that up, for to have on hand if it's ever needed, but nobody can buy it. But her site is called the Prepper Queen. She's very good.
Right.
And her husband's in the military.
Yeah, we'll definitely be researching that. Janet says you're not alone and feeling helpless about doing anything, Cam. Thanks for sharing your time with us here. Prayers for your son.
I so appreciate you, Jen. I so appreciate you. And I'll
So
be
remember
sending
when
something to you when I
thank
get
you.
my check on first. If I get my check on the first.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're fine. Okay, so the 2355, the 219, this is the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. This is their chart. Their magnetism is a 1506. And Cam, pretty sure that that's where you rise is at a 1506. It
What does
sure
that
is.
mean?
Look at that. Well, that means that you're
What does
connected
that
to
mean?
the nuclear. That means that you are connected to the nuclear commission. And aren't you? You were just talking about the pills.
Well,
The
let me
pills.
tell you how else I'm. Guess how else I'm connected. My grandson, my son in the Air Force's son, he just got a scholarship for nuclear. He's a nuclear engineer. He just graduated Penn State and was hired by our government.
Oh, honey.
I can't make this up, Jen.
You can't make it up, honey.
Yeah.
Well, that's your connections, honey, with the government that we're seeing right here. Okay. So right now, the dark moon, let's go back and look because I keep forgetting what the dark moon is like. I think it's at 10:59. Look at that. So right now, the dark moon is in the third house of communications, and it's about the what? What? It's about the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. It's hitting them right now, right this moment. It's on them. There's a lot of disordered aggression within the commission right now. Right now. Because they're dark, they're they're Neptune. It's with values, it's with the money, it's with those pills. There it is right there. It's with Neptune. So it's what they're not seeing. It's what other people aren't seeing with value, with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. So
I believe that's where my grandson was just hired by the government.
look at this. So Mercury at a 1637 is going to leave you, and then it's going to expand the fifth house with Jupiter. Yeah, I think that that's what we're seeing, guys. I hate to say it, but and I hope it's wrong. I hope that it's just something else. I really do.
Well, we
I
already
really do.
have we have radiation leaking from um, the nuclear plant in Iran that was hit by Israel and our missiles a few days ago. They now have a radiation leak there in Iran.
Yeah, this isn't good.
They
So that's exactly,
deliberately
so we're
hit
not seeing it. Yeah,
the
so if we're
nuclear
hearing, so this is the
plant.
deal. That could be why. Okay,
Yeah.
so knowing that, now we know. Yes, now we know because look, last night the lunar nodes were at the 737. Now the dark moon is coming to their Neptune. That means that we aren't hearing about what's really going on as far as any type of radiation that's happening right now over there, which means that anybody that would be living over there, the media is going to be telling us one thing. The media would be telling us one thing, but the media is going to
Well,
definitely be talking. Yeah, the media is definitely going to be talking about this commission and
it's gonna be
radiation.
like another Chernobyl because where
Yeah.
that leak is, that's it's gonna be a wasteland where you can't go there, to survive with radiation.
Well, tomorrow, what's happening is this. Tomorrow, Admetos is going to come to a 423. Okay. Well, this glyph right here that you see, that is Admetos. Let me show you. Let me go ahead and get it to that 423 because we're about to see this. I'm so glad that you came up here because we're learning a lot. We are learning so much. Okay, so we're going to make it to that 423. Right now, the 422 is over. It's making contact with Netanyahu and with Tommaso. They have a connection. There it is. There's a breakup with that connection. And then what's going to happen is, oh, it's tonight. It's already now. It's already here now. So right now, this is a trip. Let me show you the commission with right now. And it's tonight that this is going to get even more crazy tonight. And it's already here. It's already happening. So here is what we're seeing here. So Mitos at a 423 is now moved from the 422. Now she's at a 423 and she's a 24-hour transit. It's a 24-hour. So it's not going to move for 24 hours. And it could stay here. We'll have to look and see. But this is the ninth house. So this is about international. Ninth house is international. Okay. There's a breakup at a 423 because Mitos is always, for me, it's a breakup. I see breakups happen all the time with it. So it's a breakup. There's a breakup with relationships, with warring, and things, a possession. This is earthy. This could be about the radiation, the earth. There's a breakup with the earth, the radiation. So whatever the media is telling us is not true. It's not true. And look at this. The moon is at an 1818. This is about children. This is about groups. This is about home. And this is about a lot of attention. We are reflecting with all the information. So this board is reflecting with all this information about war and the things of the past that has just taken place. I can't make it up. And their intensity, this board's intensity is with a 2220. Well, the 2220 is Iran. It goes to their chart, to their outer wheel. And so what happened is the dark moon is now here, but the dark moon has already made contact and gave them information. There was information. Hey, this is what's just happened. This was hours ago. This was like 10 to 12 hours ago that they received this information. And now they're having this board members, these people are having a lot of disordered aggression about what is happening. And so Saturn,
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
they put out, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission put out a statement, I believe last night, claiming that yes, they were aware that the missiles had hit the nuclear plant in Iran, but nothing to worry about. It's not leaking. But then other news reports I heard said it was. So they are lying to us.
Yeah, I think that they are.
Leaking radiation. It is.
Yeah, I think that they are
And
because the dark moon is with their values and these, look, this 2220, this is, so this right here is this is what we're not seeing with gas
yes,
and oil. This is the explosion right here. This is the explosion. It's going to shake people up. And that's why people are going to be going to the hospital with the military.
yes.
It could be. It could
And
be. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know, but it could be. Because let me tell you something. That full moon in Libra on the 1st, the sun is going to come over their moon. It's going to be at a 1221, which is the way that it's the United States and how they rise, how they descend with war, with missiles, with international warring, with Iran. And it's going to come to this. The sun is going to come here. The moon is going to, at the 1228, the sun is going to be here and the moon is going to oppose it. The moon will be here. And we're going to be reflecting about things of the past with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. It's so obvious to see. They're lying. They are so lying.
yep.
Yeah. And see, now there's a breakup with the communications because with the media, because the media is saying no. So there's a breakup with it. And then Jupiter is going to come and expand Mercury is going to come and expand their Jupiter at 10:40 p.m. So we could have science, some type of scientist or doctor come and tell us everything is okay. But I don't know, guys. I don't think so. Don't think so. Let's see. Prussian blue. Let's look up this pill. Discovered around 1704, used extensively in paints, inks, and historic blueprints. Medication to treat thallium. And so, what is thallium? Does that have to do with
That's
the
one of
thyroid?
that. Well, no, thallium. There are different kinds of radiation in a nuclear explosion, and thallium is one of them. But this is to bathe the thyroid in iodine so that your body doesn't absorb it into your thyroid to get the cancer. So
Okay,
it's a
so that
preventative.
okay, so that makes
It's a
sense because
preventative.
look. Okay, so look, this makes sense because what in medical astrology, this Taurus, okay, the Taurus energy in astrology, if I'm looking at you and I'm going, okay, I'm not a doctor, but I can tell that you need to go and have your thyroid checked. All right. So that energy that we are seeing here, this is the thyroid. Taurus energy is earth, earthy, but it's your head, it's your neck and your throat, it's your thyroid. There's things going on with the pituitary. There's things going on with your thyroid, with your hormones. So that is what we are seeing. Okay. So that's why I'm like thallium, because that's kind of making me think of thyroid.
Well, what everyone should be doing is seeing if they can get some Lugol's iodine. It's it's drops or pills. But if the radiation cloud comes, with the wind, the jet stream over here, if everybody is already taking the iodine, then that bathes your thyroid and protects it from being able to absorb the radiation cloud. But I don't know
Gotcha.
if they bought up all the iodine either. But Lugol's is one of the best iodines for that.
When my friends just sent me a hellacious car accident. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me find out where it's at. Hold on. Hold on. Where's that at? Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, it definitely looked like a life flight helicopter. Wow. Okay. You haven't made it home yet? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm on live. I'll call you back. Okay. Later. That's a major car wreck. And they're life lighting people. Man, it was major, major, major. Hey, Army vet, good to see you again. So let's go back. Radioactive poisoning despite containing, oh God, it's non-toxic because the cyanide is tightly bound to iron. So it's almost to Kentucky, the Tennessee-Kentucky line. How can we find out if it's being bought right now, Cam?
If what you go to Prepper Queen on YouTube and look at a few days, and the title of where I learned about it was Prussian Blue, unavailable or something like that. But it was a few days ago she posted that one. But she
Oh,
posts
wow.
almost every day. But look for the one that says Prussian Blue, Prepper Queen. She's really great.
Is she with the military or how would she know?
Her husband is in the military. He's away
Oh,
on
wow.
assignment right now. That's all I know.
Wow.
But the preppers, they keep up with that kind of thing, especially when there's what's going on right now. They make sure that they get everything that we might need during a war. Well, when people tried to buy it, they were told by where they've always bought it, it's no longer available, that the government has bought up all supplies worldwide.
Gotcha.
So watch their
Yes,
YouTube video. It freaked me out.
okay, I will. And it's called, okay,
But
hold on.
that's when I knew this was
Pepper
planned.
what?
This had
Pepper
to be
what?
planned.
Yeah, it had to
Prussian.
be.
Prussian
Yeah.
blue. It had to be
And her name is
planned.
Pepper what?
Oh, prepper. Prepper, like,
Oh, I'm
prepper
sorry.
queen. Yeah, prepper queen. She's really excellent with information, but yeah, there it is in the images. I just saw it.
Okay, I'm
And she
subscribing.
tells us that.
Oh, wow. So she's feeling it
Yeah,
too. She's feeling it too. She's sensing it too. And I'm just confirming it with the astrology. You know,
she's excellent. You should watch her. Yes.
yeah, I will. I definitely will. Unbelievable,
But
guys.
watch that Prussian blue one because that was like 3 days ago, I think. But that freaked me out. When I heard that, I knew this was all planned months in advance.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Definitely. And see, I was wondering why. So I was wondering why we were going to be shaken up today with a reigniting of a flame with that 855. And that's why, because solar radiation, incoming, so like incoming solar flares that would, take our grid down and things like that. Anytime, and it hits the United States. So the 855 it's a shakeup with communications, with health, with lungs, with the groups of the United States. And it's also um it's a pattern number for a Carrington event for me as well. So I
Yeah,
look
the
at it and
CMTs.
you know, yeah, I do. I look at it, from both angles and try to decipher with what is going on at the time. So that could be why the flame of life about an hour
Do,
ago hit that 2 hours ago hit that 855 because there is a reigniting of a flame with the healthcare, with health.
do you watch
Yeah.
Stephen Burns on YouTube? Yeah.
No, not really because I
Well,
look
that
at
he tells
I
us he
look at
tells us when we have a CMT, a big one, almost like a
yeah, but I look
Carrington.
at it every
But
day. So that's like it's one
yeah,
of my favorites on here, my space weather. I look at it.
right.
So
Space
it
weather,
says
yeah.
April Fool's Day, moon launch, no kidding. Yeah, it's not you're not kidding. You're not kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, the full moon is also the moon is going to be full as well. So I think it's the full moon. Hold on. When is the full moon? I can't even remember now. I've looked at so much. I'm pretty sure it's April 3rd. Oh, maybe it is April 3rd. Yeah, it's not April 1st. Yeah, hold on. In Libra, that's 2023. No, it is April 1st, 9:12 p.m. So it is April 1st because I thought so. So we're gonna have a full moon the day that, Artemis 2 is supposed to go, saying it won't land, but that doesn't matter. It's just crazy to me. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking at space weather all the time, so I really don't watch him. I used to watch
Right.
I used to watch, oh, what's his name? Ben. I'm trying to. His name is Ben, but he went through a divorce. He went through a spiritual awakening, and he just, I don't know. He got a little out there. So I don't really watch him anymore. And I just, I watch the transits, just try to understand, what's going on with the sun by looking at patterns that I know that show up when we have a major CME. So the 2355 that we see with the nuclear radiation, the nuclear organization, that
Fallout.
2355, yeah. So the 2355 is also radiation. And so if we think about, like the Carrington event, the guy that talked about that there would be a lot of warring, the remote viewer Navy dude. I'm trying to remember his name. I got hit with a stupid stick. I'm trying to think. The remote viewing guy. He said that years and years ago, he said we would be at war and we would get a massive CME, a Carrington event, and all the soldiers would go home. But is he seeing,
Wow.
is he seeing the Carrington event, or is he seeing, was he was a part of the research with the remote viewing. He has a 2355. And Mars is coming to that 2355 very soon. So it is a boring with radiation that a lot of these Middle Eastern company charts have, that 2355. So again, it's just patterns. When you're looking at numbers all the time, they just start to become patterns. And then you start relating them with events that are taking place, and you're like, yeah, I saw that coming because of the pattern number. I mean, it's nothing else. It's crazy. It's not like I'm calling
It's
it into
wild,
fruition.
Jen.
It is wild, girl. I mean, how would I know what was going on with your son and the Hillary Clinton thing?
I know, right?
How would I know that?
And my grandson working for the Nuclear Regulatory Commission.
There you go.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't make it up.
yeah. Well, God help us all, and God bless you, Jen.
You too, Cam. We'll be in touch.
I,
I'll
I
be
will
going
be in
live
touch, and
again. I try
I'll
to go
send you
live every
something. But
day. If I'm not feeling good, or if I'm at my granddaughter's, then I don't go live. But I try to go live every day. So anytime that you can
I
come
know
in
I
here,
follow you.
okay, honey. Well, I appreciate
I
you
so
guys.
love
Thank
you.
you so much for being here with me and Cam, watching the astrology. I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out for 3 hours. Really appreciate you. And we're gonna call it a night. So peace out,
Thank you,
guys.
Jen.